What's up, everybody? Oh my gosh, is it Tuesday already? I can't believe this, man. Whoa. Let's go. Who we got in the room today? I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I've got about 1 million screens going on. I don't even know what to do here. This is the first time that I'm ever going to do something like this. So you guys are going to have to bear with me. Let me jump in here to what we got going on. I'm going to pull up all of our screens. That way I can see it all, whatever. Right? Okay, cool. Y'all, my name is Russ Collins. I can't believe that we're getting to do this. I'm the CEO of Ozark Mix. Welcome to our live stream. It's the first live stream like this that we're going to do. Hopefully, it'll be a live stream of many, and I'm looking forward to that. So if you are watching on YouTube, let me get some number ones in the chat. Hit me with some ones. If you're watching on Facebook right now, find the coolest emoji that you can do and throw it in the chat for me. I would love to see some of that stuff. And I'm going to try to figure out my best how to respond completely straight up live with you guys. But again, my name is Russ Collins. This is the Ozark Mix channel. Let me give a little shout out to Ozark Mix here. So the company that I own and am the CEO of we're based here in Northwest Arkansas. And I started this company back in the early pre-COVID days of 2020. And we've grown into a multi-op situation, and we're due over 200 events a year now. We added photo booths a couple of about 18 months ago, and have added that to our DJ teams. We have 7 DJ teams, and we're booking at a rapid pace. We've booked over 65 weddings thus far in 2023. And I suspect that it'll just kind of continue to go. And, but what I wanted to show you guys is a gig log. I've been going all in on YouTube for the last couple of months. And if you've been watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for that support. We've picked up about 200 subscribers in the last month and a half. And I can't be more excited about that. I'm humbled about that. And so I hope that our channel has become a resource for you as a DJ, as a wedding DJ, as a club DJ who's, dipping your toe into being a wedding DJ. And we put this channel together because we wanted to talk about Ozark Mix a lot, but then secondly, what I've become passionate about is really just helping DJs that are on this journey of building a business and turning it into a business and not just a hobby. I want you to grow and I want to be helpful. And I know there's a lot of DJ, Facebook groups out there, and there's, different networks and stuff. But as I've been in some of that, I've just observed and tried to engage as best as I can. And please hear me, I'm not knocking any of those communities, but what I am saying is there's a lot of comparison inside of those. And I just want our community here to not be that. I want to be this open sort of hey, here's an opportunity to help you. You can take my advice or leave it. You can call me crazy. I don't care. I just want to be helpful. But in some of those groups that I've been in, it just becomes this contest of whose gear is better. And the deal is you got to find something that's good for you and kind of go that route. So nonetheless, I certainly hope that our channel has been a resource for you. But let's get into this, you guys. So here's what I wanted to do. I have seen gig logs all over YouTube. I've followed gig logs for a long time, and people have asked me and been reaching out for the last couple of weeks of Russ, can we please see a gig log of something that you've done so that, I don't know if I just need to prove myself that there's, we actually do have a company versus me being a talking head on YouTube. So I took a bunch of footage that we captured from this really, really cool event. And I'm going to just give you some dialogue around it. And this way you can kind of see sort of what we do and what's possible, and maybe give you some ideas on what you've got coming up. And then, of course, I'm going to link all this stuff up in some description to where you can see sort of our gear list, some of the things that we use at our events, and then just kind of open up this conversation to, basically to just see, you know, what we use and what we're doing here within Ozark Mix. So without further ado, but first thing is like, if you are getting value from our channel, and if you have found this and you're wanting to dive deep into you know, just becoming a better wedding DJ, I would love for you to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. If you haven't already, if you just found us today, or if you're watching this later on, you guys can see my dog. There's my dog, Beatrice. I'm straight up upstairs in my office. She just decided she wanted to come say, hey, baby, what's going on? So it truly is a live stream, you guys. Anyways, we would love to have you inside of our YouTube community. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. So that being said, let's jump into this gig log today. So I'm going to set the scene. Okay. Here's the deal. We had this opportunity to be a part of an event, a wedding here on top of this mountain. It's called Mount Sequoia here in Fayetteville. And we were able to partner with a planner friend of ours who is super great. Their name is Buzz Events, and Bartus, the CEO of Buzz Events, invited us to come and do this wedding. And oh my gosh, you guys, Bartus took literally a dining hall that is at this campground. It's like a campground, old school, and he turned it into a club. The clients wanted this super club vibe. So let me set the stage for you. We did a ceremony outside. They have this really beautiful space that there's a ceremony outside space. And then there was another location that we did a cocktail hour at. And then we went into the reception space and did our reception. And I'm going to show you and break down everything of that so that you can see sort of what's going on. So I'm going to bust up and go and just kind of show you the reception space first. And then I'm going to break down ceremony, cocktail, and then show you some footage of what we did inside. And so here we go. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it will. All right, so this is what the reception space looked like. You can see here we used LD Maui 28s in this setting, and they work great because the wedding was about 70 people, and we own photo booths, so we bring those along. That's a shimmer wall of ours. But as you can see, y'all, this was dope. Like, look at this. It's so crazy. There were two bars. There's one in the corner right there, and then there was one on the other side of that venue space. And so let me just show you a couple of other things here. This is super cool. So this was one of our old, I built our booth here, but it's got those metal, they're basically Rockville sort of totems. And you can see they're perfect for Ape Labs. And so basically the lower, let me show this in real time one more time. Here we go. And so they're steel, and so you can actually mount your Ape Labs on those. And so we used to do this way. We don't have that booth anymore because we've kind of upgraded to a couple other things. But this was one of my homemade booths. But I wanted to show y'all, like, this was so dope. Like, it was such a cool backdrop and cool setting for that. So anyway, I wanted you to see that. So here's the deal. Let's talk through just ceremony rig. Again, we were outside. So here's our ceremony rig. We run an LD Maui 5 Go. And I do bring these facades because I just like to have something there. They're super easy. Our setup team just pops them up. We set up way outside of the picture zone. And we run just an easy wireless microphone. And then you guys have seen these before on some of our other stuff. But basically I bring my own mixer and run that into the LD, and here it is. And so we run music from the iPad. Now I will say, you're like, Russ, why are there two mixers in your shot? Well, the reason why there are two mixers in that shot is because I had to do ceremony at one location, and then I had another Maui 5 Go ready at the cocktail reception area, but I forgot to take my mixer and set that up. So as I was walking over to cocktail, I was going to grab that mixer and walk it over to cocktail. And here's what the cocktail space looked like for you guys. So it was just like super cool, like an outside venue space. And I'll show you real quick if I can jump into it. I'll show you another video and hopefully give you some audio with this as well. Here we go. I'm going to run this like... So you can see here, like, Maui 5 Go is perfect for this location. Let's run that again. So we picked up that mixer, set it up over here. Maui 5 Go is ready. It's just pushing out to that area that you saw with all those people. Super cool. Love it. Anyway, that's Cocktail. Again, I'm going to run that one more time. Just like this is what that music was pushing to. So you can kind of see that there. I loved it. It was awesome. And I love those Maui 5 Go's. Now, I will say, like, we may move to the eVerse EV, the eVerse 8. I've heard a lot of good things. One of my friends here in town has one and he loves it. And I like the smallness of that unit. The Maui 5 Go's have been indestructible for us. Like, I've owned them for a couple of years now and they always stay powered. They'll run for almost 8 hours on a full charge. Like, they're crazy. Like, the Maui 5 Go's are amazing. So I do love those. But I wanted to show that to you guys of just like what we do. So everything that we do when it comes to ceremony, like in this space, again, I'll show this again. All this is battery powered, you guys. So LD, Maui 5 Go's battery powered. I'm running on a UPC battery at this point. This was in the fall of last year. And we don't use those battery powers anymore. Now we bring our own like Jackery battery to run all that. And then we also run these Ryobi units that I've talked about before. But yeah, all that stuff is battery powered. And again, if you're not doing battery powered as a ceremony, you're gonna run into something where your power goes down. I promise you. I would highly recommend moving into a battery powered environment for yourself, because it's going to make all the difference in the world. It's easier for you. It gives me a lot less anxiety because I know that it's going to work and it's going to run. And believe me, we've learned that the hard way. So I highly recommend jumping into and investing in a battery powered ceremony system, because that way, like this particular venue, like there's no power out there. So it would be impossible for you to do a ceremony at this space unless you had battery power or you were running a generator. But who wants a generator when it's a ceremony? So anyway, all right, you guys, let's get into the reception space, okay? I showed that to you. This is, again, our Ape Lab setup, my homemade booth that I built. And we run Rain 1s, and we're just running into that laptop of ours. I run a MacBook Pro with the new M1 chip. And then I want to show y'all this cool sign. Like, they had this super cool neon sign back on the back. But again, here's my rig rundown. I'll loop this video a couple of times so you can see this. But we run a Rain 1 right out into an external mixer. It's just a small 4-channel mixer there. And so I'm running actually via RCA on this unit. And I actually don't run it that way anymore. But I wanted you to see, like, you always want to run out your controller into an external mixer, then go into your speakers, because it's just going to sound that much better. You have a ton of control when it comes to EQ. Now we actually have racks that we've racked up with all this stuff into it. So there's nothing on our tables anymore because we run Pro X control towers now. Everybody runs them. Everybody either has a Rain 1 or a DDJ 1000, and we run Pro X controllers. Pro X towers. So all of that runs down into a rack now that we actually just, we have our wireless mic hooked up, our mixer. We kind of upgraded to some Mackie mixers, 12-channel mixers. And then there's a power, Furman power supply in there. Just different units that we've got inside of that we run the rack straight to, and it's just directly behind us now. So, but again, I just wanted y'all to see, like, especially when you're first starting out, like, this is totally perfect. Like, there's nothing wrong with this right here. Like, it's totally perfect for you. Oh, my bad. I hit that sign. There we go. All right. So, let's get into what this reception looked like and felt like, and hopefully I can give you an idea of what this club atmosphere was like. And so I got to be honest, I'm a little vulnerable here because I'm throwing in some transitions that I did that, you know how it is. Like, you nail it every time. You nail some things, but some things you don't. And I didn't necessarily nail this one perfectly, but this is about song 3. And I took all this on my GoPro 360 or my GoPro Max. And so I had to edit some of this for you guys, but I'm going to throw this in here. Hopefully you can hear this. This is really about song 2 or 3. I do this transition between 24 Karat Magic into Yeah. And I just wanted you to see the vibe. Like, it's so cool. So here we go. Yeah, so I'm doing some pad drumming there. Little off on the timing, but my boy Andrew was trying to talk to me, and anyway, let's run that back, dude. Come on, Russ, we could do a better job. Like, my timing was a little off. But everybody was having a good time. So that's what that looked like. But I did want to show you another clip and just kind of show you what we had going on. What I love about events, especially these days, that the planner just kind of takes this creative bent, so to speak. They wanted this to be totally this club vibe. And so we were able to bring pretty much all of our ancillary, upgrades or whatever. And so these guys did a photo booth. I want to show you guys inside of this video where our photo booth was placed. And if you're a DJ team and you have photo booths, we run salsa booths. We love them. They're great. There are other companies out there that are awesome. Danny Max has one. I love those guys. But anyways, so I like to have the photo booth as close to the dance floor as possible. And here's why, is because when it's closer to the dance floor, it's like this sort of even flow of, people dancing, people jumping off, taking a photo. They get done with the photo, they grab a drink, and they come back. So it just still feels like it's part of the event. So if you're a DJ and you offer photo booth, you might begin to try to suggest to the planner that photo booth is sort of close to the dance floor. And this video, I think, will show you why that is and why it sort of makes sense for that to happen. So here we go. Check this out. So you can see the photo booth is over there on the side. There's people to it. There's people dancing here. I just love the fact that it's sort of close. And then I'm gonna back this up too. You can see the bar is like right there too. So they can easily make this like move, from one place to the other. Again, small wedding, 45 people, maybe, but man, this was one of the most fun events I had last year. Like, again, this was in the fall of last year. One of the most fun weddings that I've ever had. And I loved it. It was incredible. So anyway, that's all the footage, all the gig log of that I wanted to show y'all. But, this is our first time doing this. I want to make some improvements to this for next time. But, for us, you guys, we absolutely, I love what our company does. I love what we do. And I'm grateful to be able to do it all the time. And I'm a person who, I didn't know anything about being a DJ in 2019. Like I had, I'm a pro audio guy. My background is in sales and pro audio sales. And I knew what all of our gear did. I knew what I could DJ an event. I'd kind of toyed with, DJing things in college and that sort of thing. But when we were reached out to by our friend who owns a venue, in the early part of 2020, pre-COVID, to DJ an event, and I went for it. I started doing that for her, and then COVID happened, and then I was like, you know what? I think I want to try to make a run at this DJ thing, even though COVID is happening. And so in 2020, we doubled down and ended up doing 40 events in 2020. And then in 2021, I went all in with Ozark Mix. I quit my day job, my 9-to-5 nonprofit marketing job, and went all in. And now here we are doing 200 plus events a year as a multi-op company. And I just want to encourage you that if this is something that you want to get serious about, it's a real career. It really is. It's changed my life. Everything about it has changed my life. I'm now a business owner. I'm able to financially, do things that I never thought I would be able to do. It's given me the resources to be able to be at home with my family a whole lot more. I can't speak more highly of being in the events business. Is it stressful? Yeah, it's really stressful. But what we want to do is we want to be a resource for you. And hopefully, with this gig log, just kind of getting things going. I know it's a little choppy as we have just jumped in here, but on the playback, you'll be able to see, if you're just joining us now, on the playback, you'll be able to see our ceremony setup, our cocktail setup, and the reception space setup that we did at this wedding back in the fall. And I'm going to try to do these way more often, maybe once or twice a month, so that people can see them on our channel. And listen, I appreciate you guys spending about 20 minutes with me today. If you want to get better at being an MC, a DJ, or get better at running your wedding DJ business, I've actually put some resources together, and I want to tell you about those now. Inside of the description here, you should be able to see where I've built a wedding MC guide. And what that is it's really our scripting that we use for Ozark Mix. And then also it's a wedding reception template, so that if you're a new DJ or if you're just wanting something fresh and you're trying to figure out like, hey, what's a new way for me to format maybe my receptions, then it's going to give you a timeline template there. And then also there's a spot there for you to jump into some coaching with me. I'm starting to offer an hour at a time coaching for wedding DJ business owners. And we can talk about marketing. We can talk about your sales funnel. We can talk about, how you're getting your leads. But mostly I just want to give you the framework that's really helped us be successful in the last couple of years. And, we're a multi-6-figure DJ business, and I think we can go much farther than that. I'm excited about the future, and I really appreciate you spending some time with us today. On that note, we're out, you guys. Have a great one.